I want to kind of double click on one that you mentioned, and you brought up innovation. I think that's what we're
Hmm.
seeing a lot with boards and founder-led organizations, kind of saying we're not happy with where we're at. We're not happy with the status quo. And the last couple of years, we've had, we say, a great economy hides a lot of sins. A lot has been
Yep.
hidden.
Hmm.
Things are now coming to light and saying we need a fresh perspective to
Hmm.
come in, and may not be completely replacing everyone. We may not be going in a whole different direction, but we need, and we're not sure what we need 6 months from now. But let's bring in an interim CEO. Let's bring in Greg. And you mentioned to assess. So when you're
Correct.
walking in as an interim CEO, one of the biggest questions we get asked is, it just seems like a lot of change when you're bringing in an interim CEO. That is the top level position. How are you doing that and explaining it to the internal team?
And that's interesting you say that because I think one of the misconceptions is about an interim CEO is they're just there to maintain the status quo.
Mhm.
Well, if you have the personality and the mindset as I do based on my career the last 25 years, that is not me at all. I do not want to maintain. I don't want to, I want to grow. I want to improve. I always say I don't like the word change. I like the word enhance. I want to make it better. And that really is the essence of innovation is curiosity and wanting and the desire to enhance. Again, my personal opinion, this is me. Innovation I find is falls into two buckets. It's either outbound innovation or it's inbound innovation. Inbound innovation is looking at your leadership team. Are they the right leadership team? Are they growing in their role? Are they in the right role? And the same thing with your operations, not just your leadership, but your people, the way we're doing things, our processes, how are we leveraging technology? People, and it's true, it's half true that people are your most important resource, but that's only half the truth. Is it the right person in the right role, doing the right things at the right time for the right reason in a role or job or task that they want to do? How many people do we know? And I know many in my generation who took a job or went into a course of a career just
Mhm.
because there were jobs when they got out of college and they hate every minute of it. They don't enjoy it. So I'm always assessing that. And that's where the innovation is. Maybe we need to move people around. Maybe we need to do things differently. How do we do it differently? What's working? What isn't working? Is anybody asking those questions? And, we've all heard the response, well, that's how we've always done it. Well, this is where a fresh perspective is. I run in this a lot. I've been in many different industries. And what I do and how I do it really is industry agnostic. But I hear it a lot. Well, you don't have any industry experience, or we need somebody with deep industry experience. And I say the same thing. Well, you have a company filled with industry experience and it's not getting you anywhere. And if you're going to hire someone from the industry, they're just going to bring what they know from the industry and keep doing it the way they're doing it. So you'll get standard industry processes and results. Maybe in innovation, we need to bring somebody in from the outside that has a different perspective. If you look at the history of companies that have gotten to the next level, it's made up of people who have brought in fresh perspective from different industries and how those apply in different ways of doing things. So that's inbound innovation. Outbound innovation, I put that into two buckets. It's either our business model. How are we delivering our product or our service? How are we charging from it? Do we need to change that? What is happening in the industry that we need to adjust that? And a good example right now is SaaS. I think the typical SaaS, the traditional SaaS model of X number of dollars a month and you use it all you want is going to go away or is going to be adjusted. Terrible analogy, but I think it's going to go into a model because of AI, because of the computing and the data needs. It's going to be a model almost like a utility. You have a set utility fee that supports the infrastructure. Whether you turn the light on or you use one drop of water, I travel between homes. So there are homes where I get a utility bill every month. I haven't been there in months, but I get one every month because that supports the infrastructure. And then I'm charged extra based on my usage. And I kind of think that that's the direction we're going to go. The other innovation, outbound innovation, is our customers. Are we solving our customers' problems? Are we really addressing their solution or their pain? Is our solution still doing that, or has the pain shifted, or their perception of the pain? And I always give the example when I have an account manager or a salesperson come back and say, I have a customer that has a feature request. My skin crawls because I don't want to hear the feature request. I want to hear why. What is the pain behind that feature request? Now let's give it to our product manager, to our product developers or engineers who are geniuses, and let them come up with the right solution that will address that pain. That's how you get innovation. And innovation is a very small part of innovation is actually innovating anything. Majority of it is listening to your customers, being close to your customers and really understanding the pain or the problem in your business model, which is the market. Are we paying attention to the market and internally? And then trial and error and trying things. If they don't work, shift gears and do something else. That's how you innovate. And that's how you. So for me, I think a lot of it, again, this is my opinion. I think that's a lot of what's happening in organizations is they stop innovating.